not sure why the StreamYard stuff is showing when it's not supposed to. Obviously, it's a live show, you moron.
I don't know why, but it's in black this time instead of blue, but that's fine.
For what?
My name bar.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. But what I would really like to know is why I have this stuff here, because we shouldn't have StreamYards plastered on the.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Oh, there we go. That's better. It's nice and dark.
You just want to get rid of the live with StreamYard, you know?
Yeah, it's just.
Does it do
It
that if
shouldn't
you
be.
does it do that if you start another stream right after?
I mean, that's quite possible.
Let me see. Hold on a second.
Spotlight, group chat, chops, guests. Maybe that's what it is. Because, I mean, if I hit refresh, I mean, it's not really bothering me.
To get rid of StreamYard elements on screen, remove the logo via media assets under the logo section.
Oh, okay.
Turn off display names in the style tab, hide comment. Oh, it's just saying how to do other things, but remove the logo via media. Ah, there we go. You have a like and subscribe thing?
Yeah, so we have, it's interesting because we have Q&A, like and subscribe. Oh, you know what? I didn't even notice this.
Oh, that's much better.
But there's no music though.
Ah, you like the one I have because
it's not. But you can automatically set it up to loop though. Anyways, like I was saying, let me just fix this. On that, I have to fix this to make sure that I get notifications. So just think, we're already at 4 hours. Or 10 hours on the other one. This is going to be probably another few more hours. So listen, if anyone says no one has dedication, let me tell you, this is going to be over a 14-hour live stream between the two videos. People know where to go. Will we get a late breaking signing? There's always one team that wants to ruin dinner time. Oh, there's going to be more signings. Don't kid yourself, people. It's just going to be a matter of which team. What do I have on here? So we need an Alfred thumbnail, of Mezen, Wheatfall, Trevor Reed. Oh, often. But like I said earlier, there's going to be players. It's going to be to the point, Cutter, where there's going to be no more money left for people to get their hands on it.
There's going to be what?
There's going to be no more money around to get their hands on it. So, for example, like Dominic Rhymes. Like, I'm sure most teams already have, like, their top receiver. So, they're not going to have, like, their, what is it? Like, enough money to pay him what he wants. You know what I mean? Like, there's... Yeah. Some people are going to have to take pay cuts. That's just the way that it is. Or the teams are going to start rookies, one of the two. But it's been... When was the last time that there was a signing announced? That was 5:30 Paul Friesen says that's a significant loss of Wheatfall. Someone said, no, it's not. White and a full training camp of Wilson are both huge upgrades. Plus, they've been very good finding rookie wide receivers who come out to compete with Neal and Clarcius. Someone said, damn, how did that happen? Think money, only so much, but damn good things. Damn good thing, lots of U.S. wideouts available, and could this just as easy find another? Someone's like, what the hell? What is that? The draw of free Bomber players to the Cats, and why are the Cats obsessed with Bomber players? Oh, he's just reposting now. If that's the case, why are Edmonton Oilers, or I was going to say Edmonton Oilers. Why is it that Edmonton Elks are signing all Hamilton players? Because they want to build their offensive line like we had a good offensive line last year.
Because all Bombers must go to Hamilton, who must go to Edmonton.
That's true.
It's the way God intended.
Or we just take Toronto players. And then Toronto players just go back after they spent a year with us.
You're a bunch of thieves.
And then you guys just take Edmonton players. I mean, not that there's been a lot to Winnipeg.
Ooh, we took Serezna. That's it. Which other Edmonton player did we take? Because you can't say Lawler or Castillo because they were in Winnipeg, then went to Edmonton, and then decided that they wanted to win in football games, so they came back to Winnipeg.
You know what? You guys took White and friggin' Moxie from us.
Oh, there.
We just trade players.
Yeah.
We got Eric Lofton and
Fox, Lawler, Augustine, Wheatfall.
I mean, we got Lofton and Wheatfall. You guys got White and Moxie. You know what? I'm curious to see if there's any. So Winnipeg doesn't have anyone else. Voters was already announced, so I can delete that. BC, Calgary, no one. Edmonton still has 1, 2. They still have 6 players. Winnipeg's pretty much. Hamilton has no one. Toronto has no one. These two haven't. So there's 3 players in Ottawa. And I think the Deadman one was already announced by Montreal. Because he was released. So we'll move that one over. We will put that one here. And we'll put this there. And funny thing is, I already have it on there. Never mind. Never mind. I'll be okay. And they have no one. So it's just pretty much anyone unsigned, but except for Edmonton and who did I say? Toronto? No, Edmonton and Ottawa are just unannounced free agents. Let's see. I already knew about that one. Thanks, Justin Dunk, for reposting something that we already knew about.
Also, I looked into the thing of how to fix the breaking news graphic. It says to use a green screen for overlaying video. It says navigate to settings, virtual background within the studio. Or wait, hold on a second. What is it called? Like, is it just is there a way you can click options on it?
What, on the video?
on the video? Is there like options or
Well,
settings or edit?
the thing is with the green screen, I can set the fade.
Pick the color green.
With
Usually
no, it
you
only
get,
gives me the option to rename it and delete it.
oh, like there's no like edit or filter.
No, not in
Huh.
StreamYards.
That's stupid. There's probably a way to do it. I just don't know how to do
No,
it.
I'm sure there is a way. It's just
See if I can find something. I'm curious.
see what's going on with the Tycat farm. Okay, I will be back. I'm just gonna go to the washroom, and then hopefully when I come back, the Greg Bell news will finally be out because I'm tired of waiting to find out what his actual contract was. Okay. No, the reason why I like StreamYard is it's easier to add the banners, like the ticker at the bottom. Playing the videos, it's a lot easier. So that's why I sometimes use it. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, people, I don't want, like, if you're gonna do notifications, like, I want CFL notifications, not other sports. Oh, I know what I wanted to do.
Some Bombers fans are tweeting or commenting on the Bombers things, asking like, "Oh, are we gonna get a quarterback? Are we gonna get a backup quarterback?" I'm like, I don't think we need one. Like, I think Bryce Perkins is fine. Like, I don't see that as a priority.
Let's see if he is on Instagram.
We haven't heard anything regarding Jake Mayer yet, have we?
No.
Because we still have. Let me see what all we got here.
Wow, Weedfall's not on social media. Wow, that's a shocker.
Yeah, we still don't have Broderick, AJ Allen, Jake Mayer, Coulter Woodmansey, Brendan Bordner.
Yeah, because it kind of threw me off for a bit of a loop because I'm like, okay, I'm missing something with these players.
Carney or O'Leary Orange, Powell.
And then I didn't realize that some of them were on the second page. I'm like, that's where they are because we did so many yesterday. And it's just like, I'm not gonna lie. I am, even though some of the signings that we had today, 2, 3, 4, were not announced during tampering window. Honestly, you know what? I'm kind of happy with how well we did. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
I think we did very well, to say the least. For okay, no one's made a comment on that. Let's go here. Free agent. 42 posts in this. Okay, let's see. Free agency. They seem to have taken all the excitement out of it now. With all the tampering of signings. Okay, people still waiting. Centers next. Calgary adding Eric Lofton. Oh, I didn't realize Alfred's going to be 35 in 2 weeks. The last couple of seasons, he's liked to head upfield, then head to the offside and step out of bounds before he got hit. I hope a young rookie takes the kick and return jobs this season. On the right side, 30 of 30, 26-year-old Rand. A nice bit of business. Okay, Mario Alfred. Conditions. Okay. For returner, veteran kick returner, 7 years of experience. Okay. Other settings. So, if you were to tell me that come December, we would have signed Bully Levi Mitchell, Trey Ford, Jake Dolegala, Harrison Ford, Kenny Lawler to somewhat of a newer deal, Mario Alfred's, Cedric Wheatfall, Quinton Barrow, Eric Lofton, Trevor Reed.
I think it's just Kedrick we'd fall. Like, I don't think it's Cedric. I think it's Kedrick. I could be wrong.
Oh, maybe that's why I'm not finding him. Friedrich Wheatfall. Ooh. Ah, I found him. Let's see. So we got that. Still no new signings. Okay, so let's go see if they have friggin' finally announced the Greg Bell, because I'm gonna be pissed if you say he's the highest paid running back and you don't prove like anything.
Yeah.
Like he made $500,000 playing in the NFL for 2 years, and you come to the CFL and you make rookie money for 2 years. Like, that just doesn't make sense. And they did it just so that they could get clickbaited, because I cannot see them signing it without sets. Do 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 do. 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 Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
What are you doing? I'm looking at this thing. It's of Kayfabe Sasko. He said he was talking about he tweeted this out at the Olympics at the start of the Canada-US game. Exchanging of gifts. USA gave Canada stuffed eagle. Nice. Canada has given USA a bottle of whiskey, but the US has demanded tariffs be put on it. The game is now delayed.
First off, what does a bald eagle have to do with anything?
No, it's just like, well, you know how they do it like a gifts exchanges at games sometimes, where it's like I give something of my country.
Yeah,
to
no,
you,
I get
you give
that.
something. Well, it's a stuffed eagle. It's America.
Oh, okay.
Like, I mean, I guess from that logic, they could have like handed him like a loaded 22 caliber, but you know, I guess that probably wouldn't have been as television friendly.
See if I can. I don't know if I can. See if we can get a GIF.
Football Canada executive director Kevin McDonald's part ways.
Yeah,
Bit of a weird piece of news to come out on free agent day, but
come on, I'm sure. Oh, I know what I can do. See if I can pull it up. Let's see if I can work my magic with this. Oops, crap, I spelled that wrong. Try this again. See how well this turns out. If this turns out well, then I just... Oh my god. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh, you buggers.
who's a bugger?
That fucking sucks.
What sucks?
Okay, you have to go to vidIQ then. Friggin' what is it? ChatGPT won't give me my thumbnail.
I will say I love the way the Tie Cats are doing their announcement videos. It's really well edited.
Oh, I haven't even seen them yet.
Oh, just these videos, just like
thumbnails. See if I can.
Just showing like some highlights and whatnot.
No, yeah.
It just looks really professional.
Okay, let's see what ChatGPT can give me.
So what are all the platforms we're live on?
So I can go as high as 3 platforms.
But what platforms are we on right now?
Right now we're just on X and...
Sorry, I can't hear what you said there. You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on X and YouTube.
Nice.
We could eventually do Facebook, Twitch, Instagram Live. Just contemplating on that earlier.
Nice.
Nick and Bright Cove. I don't know what those are, but on that earlier. Nick and Bright Cove.
It says we got 7 people on live stream on YouTube side of things. If anybody has any questions, gives us something to talk about, comment down below. Also known as I'm bored as shit.
I'm trying to see if they don't have it on here.
You have membership set up on your channel? Also, you never put the thumbnail on here.
Yeah, I know, because I have to change the thumbnail because I can't do the thumbnail twice.
Here, well then send it to me. I'll stick a part 2 on the corner.
Yeah, I guess we could do that.
And then just rename just send me the thumbnail and then I'll just.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. Carter's like, I want something to do, god damn it.
You're damn right I do.
You know what you could do if you
what
wanted something to do?
What?
We have 9 videos to do if you want to make thumbnails for those.
We do we have it all written out here? Let me write it out. So let's see here. Firstly, we have.
Okay, I will say the list if you want to write it out.
Start with is there any lions? I want to go west to east.
Okay, so let me just...
Any lions or no?
Yeah, hold on. I didn't write them down like team wise. I can go quickly through here. Maxime Royer. I don't know if we did that one.
Why is it really? Hold on a second. This is really small on my end. I want to. Okay, there we go. Let me. Oh nope, no, it was good. Now I can't see it. Where is it? Okay,
see it now?
I'll leave that there. Hold on a second. Maxime Royer, BC.
He resigned. Dawson Pierre.
BC still?
Yeah, he went from Ottawa to BC. That's it for BC. Now Calgary. We have Brissett. We already did.
Bynum. We already did.
Yeah.
No
that's
one.
it for them. No.
Anybody for Edmonton? I don't think there is. I think they only announced Robustelli.
No one new for them.
Sask. James Vaughters. I know that one off the top of my head. Who besides Vaughters?
No one besides Vaughters.
Let me just check Sask's social media just to make sure.
I mean, players from
just
down
Vaughters.
south, but I mean, no one.
No, just Vaughters.
Winnipeg. Santos Knox. Santos Knox for Winnipeg.
All right, 1 second. Let me just write that in. And he was from Ottawa, right?
Yep. So that's it for Winnipeg.
Santos Knox. Winnipeg. Yep.
Hamilton, we have Wheatfall.
Carrick, Wheatfall, and then
Mario Alford.
Winnipeg to Hamilton.
Oh, that was Saskatchewan.
Mario Alford. Saskatchewan. Hamilton.
Trevor Reed from Sask to Hamilton.
Okay.
We have. That's pretty much it. Fraser Mazin, punter from Calgary to Hamilton.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Okay, so that's it for Hamilton.
Toronto.
Toronto, we have Andrew Miller.
Andre Miller from, is that Ottawa?
Oh, Andre, yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I put Andrew. It's Andre.
And that's Ottawa, right? Ottawa to Toronto.
Yep.
Got Priester, got Kongbo, got Amos.
Okay,
And that's
those
it.
are the only ones. Ottawa didn't really have anyone new.
Is there any fucking more than the ones we did? We did so many.
Not for Ottawa.
Yeah.
Montreal.
Did they do any?
Yes, they
Oh,
did.
Braden
They
Knoll.
did.
Braden Knoll. That's it.
No, I know. And there's one other player that I'm trying to think of who. I know he was a global linebacker. I'm just trying to remember who he signed with. Ottawa? Or wait,
I think
no,
that's all
maybe-
from Montreal. I think it's that. I think that's everything.
I think there was Tyron Verdi, global player from
nuts?
Sask from Ottawa to Sask. I knew there was one other player.
Did Sask even announce that? I see only
Yeah, they
Vodders on
did.
their Instagram.
It was announced. Let's see, when was it? It was 5:10 Eastern time. If they did not announce it, then I know 3 Down did.
They did on their website. I just checked.
Yeah.
And that's from what, Ottawa to Sask?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's a lower priority one though. Just because not even on any of their social media.
I mean, even if we don't do them today, I'm sure we can do them tomorrow.
We'll just kind of do some of them. You know what I mean? Crack it away at them. So the most we have is Hamilton.
Yeah, because Hamilton. So I was sent a message from a Winnipeg fan. It will be interesting to see how Wheatfall does with Ticats. He's definitely an improvement over his first season. It made you deeper as deep threat with Lawler drawing coverage away from him.
Yep.
It's kind of hard to judge his production last year as the Bomber offense was a bit of a mess. I can type this on the computer quicker than I can on my phone. Give me one moment here. Winnipeg and Lawler. That's number 1. Could definitely see the potential of an 800 to 1,000 yard receiver. If
I were Winnipeg, I'd sign Sean McEwen. Of the people still left. I think Sean McEwen at center would be perfect.
Yeah, that's what I said hours ago, people. Someone's like, oh, Wheatfall's going to be in the white spot. Yeah, I've already said that hours ago. If given the chance. So let's go and post that. Oops. I can't edit it. Oh, well, it is what it is. I missed the letter, but. I am. Oh, this is going to be the interesting thing. I want to wait till John comes back because I have a question to ask him. That I'm actually.
Are you able to have more than one people on it at a time?
Oh, yeah. I can have 6 to 10 at a time.
Oh, there you go.
I'm just gonna send him an invite so that when he comes back on, because because I'm curious to see what his thoughts are. So, based off of, yeah, Brandon says they signed. Yeah, we had mentioned that because Carter's making thumbnails for our other channel. So I'm gonna say, if based off of the tampering window and today, so we're talking all of last week and today so far up to this point, I would say BC. I would say gets a low grade because BC really didn't add much, but they didn't really have much salary to add anyone. Calgary didn't add anyone except for Brissett and Bynum. Edmonton didn't already add anyone else that we didn't already know. But based off of their previous years, I could, based on what we know right now, I am gonna say I would give Edmonton Elks a nice B. Like, yeah, they added Taylor Powell. Well, not yet, anyways. But yeah, they added Joe Robicelli. They added Austin Mack. That's their number 1 and number 3 receivers. They added the offensive line of Hamilton. Oh, and Brandon O'Leary Orange, but that's not official yet, so we won't count that. Defensive line still a mess. Secondary is still the same. Based on what Saskatchewan had to work with.
So Rouillet or whatever, Maxime Rouillet, whatever his name is, that's a re-signing. That's not like free agent signing. Like,
no, I know. I said it was re-signing.
No, I just want to make sure, right? Because I'm making the thumbnail right now, and I either say re-signed or signed, depending on which one it is.
Oh. Yeah, he was a re-signed for 2 years. Yeah. Vaughters. So people are gonna hate me for saying this, but with their losses to their ads, yeah, we had the Penne Boney one on here from Toronto. I would say because Saskatchewan hasn't really added anyone but Vaughters.
They lost a lot. Saskatchewan lost.
I would give them a C. Like,
I give them a C as well.
Up against the cap, and they didn't really add much. I mean, they added 2.
Because think about it. I mean, they add Vaughters, but they lose Carney, so it's a downgrade.
And Micah Johnson.
Yeah, well, that's another one, yeah.
So Swain and Wheatfall are 2 former NFL receivers. We'll have to see how well they do in the league. So you have Vaughters, Sanders, and that's it, leading the way. So unless there's something that I'm not seeing, I think the defensive line for Saskatchewan got weaker. Linebackers for Saskatchewan. I mean, Woods didn't put up as good as numbers as AJ Allen did. He still put up decent numbers, but I'm sure Woods will pull up better numbers than he did last year.
In an increased capacity, like bigger role than yes.
I want to say DBs are the same. I didn't see any DBs for Saskatchewan leave.
No, they actually did a pretty good job locking those guys down.
Brett Lothar left. I don't think you're really missing anything from Brett Lothar.
Not at this point in his career.
Based off of what Winnipeg lost and added.
You're muted.
Yeah, I know. I accidentally kicked my cable. With Tommy Neild, Tim White, at receiver. No. I'm just trying to think because that replaced Wheatfall and Schoen. So there's another 1,500 receiver yards. Broxton instead of Lofton. And you added Serezna, Santos Knox, Moxie. I'm okay with giving them probably a B plus based off of.
Do you want to know what I'd give him? Honest to God.
What's that?
I give him an A. I don't give him an A plus. I give him an A, and I'll tell you why. Okay.
Okay.
Everywhere Winnipeg needed to improve, they improved. If you look at where their roster was before, it's like, what were Winnipeg's problems? Firstly, offensive line needed a big change there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Darrell Broxton, biggest one on the market. Bang, they got him. D lineman, they got the biggest one on the market. Bang, gone as well. That's both of those right there. Biggest D lineman on the market, biggest offensive lineman on the market. Games are won and lost in the trenches. You have that for starters. Mm-hmm. Tim White comes in. Is he perfect? No. But the thing about Tim White is, firstly, 1,000-yard receiver 4 times straight.
7-yard receiver or 7
touchdown receiver.
And
also, what Winnipeg desperately needed was a guy who's going to play 18 games. They couldn't afford to lose Schoen after another 3 games in the year, and they was done. Yeah. So they got what they needed there. They got a receiver that can stay healthy and can do well. Tommy Neild, that's a bonus. To be honest, I had no expectations for Winnipeg to sign Tommy Neild until the tampering window where it was announced. Mm-hmm. And so that in my opinion, that was a bonus. Like, they had already hit par, and that was above par at that point. Santos Knox, I didn't think Winnipeg needed a linebacker, but now you got yourself a guy with over 80 plus tackles. And there you go.
Definitely was not expecting that one.
DeMario Houston, losing Houston and gaining Moxie, to me, that's tick for tack. That's what you gained is pretty much what you lost, so you break even. So in my opinion, for the most part, Winnipeg, from every position that they gained, sure, they lost guys at those positions, but at absolute worst, they were coming out exactly where they were, and at the best, they made a massive improvement. True. So for me, that's what gives them an A. A plus is absolutely flawless, perfect. So I won't give them an A plus, but I think Winnipeg, in my eyes, is worth an A. And generally, if you were asked people, I feel like Winnipeg A minus maybe. I that's personally where I put them, because they did enough to splash, but they didn't go and absolutely blow their cap quite the way that BC or some other teams did, irresponsibly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So for Hamilton, we signed Trey Ford. We lost Taylor Powell. Greg Bell, it's a 1,000-yard receiver. It is what it is. I wasn't
that sucks, but at the same, that sucks. But after learning what he's getting paid, I kind of understand it.
I mean, I still don't even know. Well, I know that it's over 200,000, but still, I find, so. In a sense, I kind of think that we added on receiver. Yeah, we lost out on the Tim White, but we got younger with Wheatfall. And I'm sure with Wheatfall, I'm sure he can put up 1,000-yard receiving season too.
The only reason I'm going to say I'm not sure is because you're also losing Bridges. Unless he decides to resign.
Yeah, but Bridges only got like 300 yards last year.
Yeah, but wasn't he 1,000 before that?
That was before Kenny Lawler came.
Yeah, but I'm saying now that but if you lost Tim White and you kept Shamar Bridges, does Bridges then get a bigger spot?
I mean, no,
That's my
because
question.
it's the only way that he would have a bigger spot is if just let me go back here just so I can show it visually. The only way that Shamar Bridges would have a bigger spot is if they brought in him here. If they play him here, he's the same spot as he was before. Because that's where he was. He was at this spot here.
Yeah.
And he only got 300 yards. Mario Alford, I know he is no Woodson.
That's a law. That is a loss. However, that's not that much of a loss in the sense of you lost a guy to the NFL, but the replacement you brought in is still pretty good.
The thing where I beg to differ is it's not like we're bringing in like a no-name rookie.
No, that's where I'm saying it's a loss in the sense of I would have rather had the guy you had before, but it's not that much of a loss in the sense of I think Mario Alford will still be able to be very productive there.
Trevor Reed is a key piece to that offensive line, especially at left tackle. Lofton comes in as a depth backup. I'm sure he's going to be like a tackle backup. We have also Swardot as a probably somewhere in that tackle spot as well. Kenny Onyeka, pretty much a special teams player. We're not expecting much from him. We also
actually it's funny you say it's funny you say that name because we just got a message from Kenny Onyeka because he had reposted our thing. I said thanks for the repost and congrats on the new contract, and he's like thank you. And I'm like no problemo.
So he's going to be on special teams. So another special teams body. You can never have too many of those. Keep in mind, I'm also going to add in Isaiah Bagnod because he only played 5 games last year. And then he was injured. Luke Brubaker, this is what his second year this year. He didn't play at all because he was injured. So that's another key piece on special teams. What I think is one of our bread and butters, Winton McManus, who is going to fill a key spot on the middle linebacker with Versek going to the NFL. I will say, though, we haven't brought in I would say one key loss because Moxie's not really that much of a key loss on secondary. Amos is. I would say because really, in my eyes, the only 2 key losses that we lost was Amos and White. Taylor Powell, he really wasn't much of a difference.
It's not much of a loss because you're getting Ford. If you weren't getting Ford, I'd say it is a loss, but because you're getting Trey Ford, I'm not that concerned about it.
Oh, so Rich says, Carter, you didn't sit beside Rick every time Tim White dropped the ball. Rich has seen a couple of interesting games where Tim White has dropped the ball. John said that he'd be back on soon. And Brandon said, Shamar Bridges is a free agent. I checked the free agent tracker. No. We're not saying that he's not.
We're not disputing that.
We're just saying, we're just trying to grade.
How much of a loss is that? Yeah. What we're saying is that a big loss or not?
So with Amos and White out, Bordner wasn't that much. Greg Bell, I don't see Greg Bell as a big loss, even though he had 1,000 yards. His blocking was trash. I would be happy with giving us a B I mean, if I wanted to give us a B plus or even an A minus, they have to bring in a CFL veteran on that secondary. If they don't, then it's
I
probably
also
a
think
B or
they
B
could.
minus.
I think they could use a running back.
Yeah, but the running back, so here's the thing with the running back is with where they're paying up other spots, because Johnny Augustine you could use as a ratio piece.
Yeah, I do like Johnny Augustine. It's just, yeah, I'm a little bit like I've never seen him as a starter, so I'm curious to see
I
how well
mean,
he'd do.
between him, Avery Morrow, Larry Roundtree the third, we still have Leatre as a running back fullback that we could still technically throw it there too.
Yeah, although I think Lee Trey works better as a fullback, but
Yeah, but I mean,
because of his
like I said,
blocking,
you
because
can pretty
fullbacks
much
is predominantly more blocking.
if you really think about it, Bell was a rookie 2 years ago. He only had what, maybe 600 yards the year that he chased Greg or James Butler um out of Hamilton. And
Yeah.
then first full season he got this year with a really good fourth best running or offensive line, he got 1,000 yards. I'm sure Johnny Augustine or Avery Morrow or whoever else they bring in that gets that starting position.
I will say, if they do actually decide to go with Johnny Augustine, I will be very happy for him because he's a good dude.
You know what I could honestly see
What?
is kind of like how like Montreal had the three-headed monster, but we would have it with two.
You're talking about running a 1A, 1B.
Yeah.
I can see that.
So before I go on to Toronto, Brandon says, I hope Saskatchewan Roughriders signs Shamar Bridges to replace Robicelli. So here's the thing.
Do they
If
have the
they are
room?
not at salary cap, they are close to salary cap. With all the pay increases that they've had to give people in Saskatchewan, I want to say they're almost close to salary cap.
They have to
I mean,
be.
I don't have all of the numbers. But I mean, you're already paying 3 wide receivers almost 700,000. Trevor Harris is making about 4, so there's 1 point something million. AJ Alette, I'm sure, is making high 190, 180 ish, if not more.
Yeah.
Hardrick, I'm saying at least a good 200 for Hardrick. Easy. Vaughters is probably getting 180 to 190 to 200,000. Most of your secondary, I want to say between Fields, Lacombo, Campbell, Marcus Sales, and Roland Milligan, you're at least looking at 160 plus for them. He says, I don't care if Saskatchewan loses draft picks. Listen, you may not.
They might, and I'll tell you why.
What, that they don't care or that?
No, that they should care.
Oh,
So firstly, when you have a situation where you have your starting quarterback being as close as he is to the end of the career with no kind of clear-cut replacement, I would be more hesitant to throw those draft picks away because that could be very useful in a replacement. You know what I mean? I understand it. I want to say I understand the idea of, oh yeah, let's throw away draft picks. You know what I mean? Make a push, still got it. You know what I mean? But I think that again, as well, you have to realize that Saskatchewan, with where they're at and with how they've had to give pay increases, the only way that you're going to keep that depth is if you have guys that are young guys that you've drafted that you can potentially get more out of. This is how Winnipeg did very, very well, was the fact that they were spending near the cap, but they didn't end up going over the cap and losing those draft picks. Because here's the thing: if Winnipeg loses those draft picks, does Winnipeg ever get an Ontario Wilson? Do they ever get a Dalton Schoen when Schoen was at his peak? I'm talking before he became an injury-riddled mess. Like, does Winnipeg get that? I don't know if they do. You know what I mean? And so that's one of those things where I think it'd be a very different conversation, because I'll put it this way. I don't think that if Winnipeg signed one extra player or whatever, those Grey Cups that Winnipeg lost, they would have won. You know what I mean? I think the result probably would have been just about the same. So that's where I would just be more hesitant with it.
He said that
Saskatchewan
signs Caleb Evans. He's only 27. So here's the thing.
Here's
the thing with Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan's not going to bring in another quarterback because
that's my thought.
He's going to be the backup. Tommy Stevens is going to be a third quarterback. Then you have Sharger and McLeod. One of them's going to be cut, and one of them's going to the practice squad.
Yeah, and one thing I do want to say, and let me just hold on a second. Let me pull something up here. Is it actually all right? Is it all right if I share my screen here?
Go ahead.
Yeah, because I want to kind of almost sort of make a point. You know what I mean? Just share.
Just go to the present invite
share
at the bottom.
Screen. Hold on a second. Chrome tab.
And you just got to pick the window.
Yeah. Okay. So do you see this right here?
Oh,
do you see my tab?
Well,
you see it? Okay. Yep. So this is Jack Cohen. Okay. So Jack Cohen, if you look at his time at Notre Dame, because you got to think, like, when you think of Notre Dame, you think of what? You think of one of the kind of biggest Div 1 colleges. You know what I mean? They're the biggest independent college football team, the Fighting Irish. So if you look at his time at Notre Dame, look at these stats. Okay. He was averaging, let's see, 3,150 yards. He was over, and he was right around 66% at Notre Dame. Again, one of the most competitive schools in college football. So this is something where you'd see some of these types of numbers and you'd wonder about a guy potentially going in the NFL, because you're also looking at a guy who was starting all 13 games that he played. And then if you look here, 25 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Very, very good in that regard. Longest touchdown, 70-yard touchdown drive. So, like, if I'm looking at Jack Cohen and I'm asking, okay, is this a guy that could potentially be a CFL starter? My answer is absolutely, because this is a guy that you could very well see on, say, like a potential NFL practice roster based on those numbers. If you think about kind of how those guys have come into the practice roster through the NFL draft. And so because of that, I think if you give him the proper tools, Jack Cohen can be fantastic. I'm not necessarily saying, oh, he's absolutely a starter, but I'm saying at bare minimum, he's a backup. And he's a suitable backup. And I think that Jack Cohen had done decent. And I think you just kind of need to give him, I think he's worth taking a chance on, because you have to, again, we've been talking about how close Saskatchewan and the Riders are to the salary cap. So with them being so close to the cap, you have to wonder, where does it make sense to invest? Generally, starters are just more worth it, even if it is a depth piece. So for example, a fourth receiver, because you have 4 that start, you know what I mean? I'm not saying they should necessarily get themselves a receiver, but backup quarterback had to be a lesser priority. Hence Jake Mayer, great backup. He's headed out, most likely going to be on the Ottawa Redblacks if his handshake deal from the tampering window comes to fruition. We haven't heard yet, still live streaming now, you know, but with Jack Cohen, he comes in, he's a cheap guy to have as a backup, sense of he costs the Riders almost nothing. And there's plenty of potential upside. So I think the Riders taking a chance on a guy like Jack Cohen is fantastic, because if he turns out to be great and a really, really solid backup, well, then hell, Trevor Harris is almost 40 if he's not already. And so he'll be on his way out. Worst case scenario, you have yourself a solid backup for this year. Best case scenario, you have a potential successor. So I'm not saying that Jack Cohen is absolutely going to be that, but in my opinion, it makes more sense to give Jack Cohen that opportunity. So
interesting fact. 24 players have received CFL All-Star recognition in their careers, fully fledged free agents after opening day. McLeod, Bethel Thompson, Jeremiah Mazzoli, William Stanback, Curly Gittins Jr., Dominic Grimes, Dalton Schoen, Braylon Addison, Stephen Dunbar, Shamar Bridges, Blake Henry, Devarius Daniels, Sean McEwen, Darius Sirocco, Jacob Ruby, Ryan Schwarber, Landon Rice, Lorenzo Malden, Sean Lemon, Michael Awe, Adam Bighill, Brendan Dozier, Deontay Evans, Brett Lothar, and Richie Leone. He says Jack Cohen probably won't be back up behind Trevor Harris because it's going to be a backup war in training camp.
Backup war with who though? Like that's my question, because Saskatchewan doesn't have the money for I don't even know if there's enough money for a guy like Caleb Evans. Like I don't
no.
Like,
so what I think he's saying, Carter, is he's saying between Cohen, Stevens, Schwagar, and McLeod, he's saying that there will be a backup war.
Wait,
between those
they
four.
have Bethel Thompson signed? You're saying McLeod, unless you're talking about someone else.
Jordan McLeod.
He
was an American.
Because it's not going to be Stevens. Stevens is a fantastic short yardage quarterback, and if I'm Saskatchewan, I'm keeping him as that. Not saying that Stevens can't ever be more than that, but he doesn't need to be. You know what I mean? He like, if I'm Saskatchewan, I'm keeping him for that use. You know what I mean? Let's take a look at McLeod.
I'll remove this. Oh,
because he was
John
Texas
is back.
State.
John is back.
Hello.
So we're just talking about this, and then I have something to ask you.
Oh, hello, John.
Hey, what's up?
Carter was the one that I was on the phone with earlier today.
Yes.
Carter, are you looking it up? So you want to share your screen later on?
Like, are we talking Jordan McLeod?
Yeah.
Sure, I can. Yeah.
While he does that, John. Oh,
John, what? I just want to know what fan of it. Like, what team is he a fan?
So he's a Ticat fan.
Ticats, yeah.
So my question to you is, John. So since you left, we haven't. Were you here for the? No, you were here for the Trevor Reed signing. So
yeah.
Out of all the signings that you have seen today with the losses, what would you give the overall grade between today and tampering window for the Ticats? I said a straight up B.
Yeah, I think I'd probably give us a B as well.
So what do you have here? McLeod stats, Carter?
So this is Jordan McLeod stats. We were looking over at whatchamacallit, fucking Jack Cohen's.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing, because if you look at Jordan McLeod stats, Jordan McLeod, he graduated at Texas State, played for the Bobcats.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Texas State is like, they're not bad, but Notre Dame is like an elite Div 1 team. You know what I mean? We're talking near the best of the best. They're pretty much almost always ranked. You know what I mean? And if they're not, they're always like right close. You know what I mean? So if like even kind of, they're kind of in a similar spot to, I'd say like FSU, Florida State University. And so his numbers are similar: 3,222 yards, 30 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. But the problem here is that Notre Dame's going to have a harder schedule because they're a higher div college team. You know what I mean? So for that reason, in my opinion, and maybe like, I'm not saying you don't give this guy an opportunity in practice, like in training camp and in your preseason. I'm just saying, I think Jack Cohen has more potential than Jordan McLeod does, because I think Jack Cohen was able to do just as much in a harder situation because of the fact that he was going against these better college teams. Because usually when you see a guy really excel like that in kind of near your top Div 1 college teams, most of those quarterbacks, they end up in the NFL. I'm not saying they end up as a starter, but in the practice roster, they end up in the National Football League. So for Jack Cohen to be a backup in Saskatchewan, in my opinion, it makes a lot of sense because he's a lot cheaper than a Jake Mayer. You lose Jake Mayer, but you need to save salary cap because the Riders are having to give out bonuses everywhere, left, right, and center. And so for me, Jack Cohen as a backup just makes a lot of sense, as I think there's a lot you can potentially gain from it. Because worst case scenario, I think he's a very suitable backup. Unless, I don't know, maybe you see him for 8 games because Trevor Harris goes down with like a torn Achilles and Jack Cohen shits the bed, and then fair enough, you go on to someone else. Best case scenario, you could be looking at a potential successor. I'm not saying necessarily. I'm saying if everything went right, maybe. I just think Jack Cohen has more to offer. However, I think it's fair to bring up the argument of Jordan McLeod because he has those similar numbers, despite the fact that I don't necessarily think it holds quite the same weight. So that was my college football analysis.
So the other one that I'm going to show here is actually because he asked for Braden Schrager.
Braden Shager.
Braden Shager.
So
here, 1 second.
Oh, okay. You're gonna pull it up there because I had it here. This is ESPN.
Oh, I was just gonna pull it up. I was gonna pull it up on
that's fine.
On Football Database, just so that way they're looking at the same thing. You know what I mean?
While you're doing that, Rich says he gives us an A just for signing Winston McManus, and that's coming from an Argos fan.
Yeah. So you can see it here. So if we're looking here at Hawaii had done decent in the Mountain West Conference. I don't mind it. However, I will say, because you have to realize with college teams, and this is kind of like the better the school you are, the harder the schedule you'll have. But in every college schedule, if you're a kind of a high tier Div 1 team, you're going to have your nobodies that you play against and you blow them out of the water, right? This is something that we know about college football, where you'll get really, really close nail biter games. And then you'll get for every nail biter game, you get a 55-0 blowout in college football, because that's what happens when you have so many teams. What I'm concerned about here is 19 touchdowns for 13 interceptions is not like, because in the CFL, if you're above par, it'd be at least 1 for 1. You want to be generally above that, and you're doing fine, not necessarily great, but at least you're in the green. You know what I mean? College football, in my opinion, the standard is further. Being even for touchdowns, interceptions in college is not good enough when the hardest teams are going to be, a good opponent, and the easiest teams are going to be like a nobody team from like fucking Anchorage, Alaska. So like, it's one of those things where, in my opinion, there needs to be a bit more showing. I'm not saying there's no potential from him, but I think Jordan McLeod and Jack Cohen have shown more than Braden Shager. But you know what? If he does well in training camp and well in the preseason, then that's fine, But I'm just saying, based on just college stats, Jordan McLeod or Jack Cohen, I would look to as kind of the two that are more in the running than necessarily Shager. So that's my 2 cents.
John, what's your 2 cents, since you know college down in the States more than what we do?
Let me. Which team are we talking about here?
We're talking about the backup quarterback
position between Jack Cohen, that had a little bit of time in at CFL last year, Braden Shager, and Jordan McLeod
for the Riders.
I mean, I'm not one necessarily to put one down for like where they went to college, really, but I would agree that Cone, he did definitely have he did definitely face a lot more competition, of course, coming from Notre Dame, but obviously the stats on McLeod and Shager, they also look pretty good for those guys as well. And Shager, however, him being from Hawaii, where they have basically an air raid offense, obviously he's going to get a lot of he's gonna get a lot of stats over there because
Yeah.
they basically like throw it almost every play, and like their leading rusher this past season when Shager was not the starting QB, their leading rusher this past season got only like 400 total rushing yards the entire year. So
Yeah, I guess my thing is when I'm looking at college football and I'm looking about how you're going to have those games that are going to be close games that you may win, you may lose. You're going to have those games though at the same time where you're playing a college that's D1 but way weaker than a lot of those elite teams that maybe you're used to playing. So that's where I guess in my opinion the par is not in the same spot in the sense of par you're looking for more touchdowns and interceptions.
right.
13 picks for 19 touchdowns to me is not distinct enough of a gap to be able to instantly go like, this guy's got it. Not saying he's not capable, but this is where I run into a bit of a Jake Mayer situation where Jake Mayer was throwing the ball all the time when he was that starter in Calgary. And sure, yeah, he led the league in touchdowns. He also led the league in interceptions. So it was one of those things where, especially an untimely interception, you can lose a game on that. So it's one of those things
Right.
where I'm not saying he's not capable, but I'm saying is that I don't have the confidence in him than I do with Jack Cohen or Jordan McLeod. That's my kind of take on that.
I mean, it's also the fact that Jack Cohn, he's definitely been in the CFL a lot longer than guys like McLeod or Shager
That's true.
I mean,
have.
I
So
think he only has like one, like this past year, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe this was his second year.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Let me see.
and I don't just mean like getting to play in the games, but I mean also like going through training camp and all that.
Yeah.
Just learning from the guys that are in front of you, learning
Jack
from the
Cohen is
coaches.
he's 27. He's been in the CFL for 2 years.
Oh, okay. So he
But
does
again,
have a
like
bit of experience.
yeah, but keep in mind he never really got a backup shot. Like if he's the backup this year, this will be his first real year as a backup. Because even then, because of the fact that the Riders would run with you there, because the problem is like with Saskatchewan, they would run your starter, backup, short yardage. Whereas with say the Winnipeg model, your backup and short yardage were the same person, Strevler. You know what I mean? And if Strevler goes in because Klargus go out, then Terry Wilson took that spot where Terry Wilson was the backup, but he was also running short yardage. So because of that, Jack Cohen was what it's not like he was in the lineup at something, you know what I mean? And so that's where and this is where I will say we just don't know. We haven't, like, again, we're basing these stats off of what we saw years ago, what we saw at college. One thing that I think was pointed out, and I can't remember which player interview this was, Rick. I don't know if this was Darnell Sankey. I think it might have been Sankey that was talking about this. But there was this conversation with one of the guys we were interviewing where he was talking about the big difference between CFL, NFL, whatever it is, and college is where they can tell where it's like, okay, you did well in college, this and that, but now you're playing against men. You know what I mean? Now you're not playing against other guys that are all in your age, maybe a year older, maybe 2 years younger. You're getting used to getting hit by guys 5-10 years older that have been in the game for a while, building that strength. And so there's just an added level of experience that you just don't see at the college level. And so that's where I need to see more to kind of know exactly who they put in that spot. But I don't know if Saskatchewan would go, because I guess Brandon here was talking about if they would go out and get a Caleb Evans. I don't know if they go out and find a backup. I don't know if that's what you do. I think you try to give an opportunity to someone you got. So I don't know if anyone has an opinion on that.
Yeah, I was just trying to see. No, I was just trying to say to John. Still nothing on the Greg Bell stuff, but me and Carter have put 200 together, and it's at least 200,000.
Wow.
We are comfortable to say it's at least 200,000 because
I don't
if
have
he's the
anything against
highest
Greg
paid,
Bell, but that's a lot of money.
if he's getting paid more than Mills, and Mills is 196, then he's at least making 200,000. And
Well,
for
and
someone that
that's the
can't
thing.
block worth
If
garbage,
they-
that's
Well, and if this was 3-down reporting and 3-down knows what Ouellette's making, then he might be making more than Ouellette, even though they signed in the same year. So that's that is
let's
a
see if I can
decision.
pull this up.
That was
I want to see if I can find. Sorry. Okay, so for last season, the highest paid salary players. Once this loads up. So Oliveira was guaranteed number one.
well,
240,000. That's guaranteed.
Because Greg Bell was the highest paid for American running backs.
AJ Ouellette was making 152,100, and then max value was 162. He's probably getting like 175, 180 with his bonus last year to resign him. So you're probably looking at 190 to 200,000 for Greg Bell, and I do not see Ticats. Now let me say, if he could block, if Greg Bell could block, then okay, I'm okay to sign him for that kind of money. But if Greg Bell can't block with crap,
so you
I'm
just
not
think
signing him for that kind of money.
he's too one-dimensional for that kind of money? Is that what I'm hearing?
he's not worth. To me, he's not worth the 200,000
Because of the
like
blocking.
I said earlier, you could, as long as you have a good offensive line, you could give anyone the ball. Fuck, I could give you or John the ball, and you guys could go run 1,000 yards. If you guys have a good offensive line that will open up holes, you could go receive the ball.
That'd be a fun sight. I'd like to see you run down the field, Rick.
Oh, thanks. I'll do one of these things.
And that's another Rick touchdown.
Who was that? Wasn't Carter? Do you remember who that was in 2014, where he was running down and then he was showboating and someone caught him? Do you remember who that was?
I can't remember.
Wasn't that like Rhymes or something? It was a
I've
wide
seen
receiver.
it happen too many times in college ball, or where the guy is about to cross the goal line and he drops the ball because he thinks he's
No,
you know what I mean?
It was Dominic Rhymes.
Maybe that's.
And the funny thing is, it was seconds before the game ended. I'm pretty sure
Maybe
it
that's
was
why nobody's signing him.
No, this was before he is with Calgary and Ottawa. And he's going to run down like as if no one catches him. And someone tackled him right before the line as the game ended.
That's
and
hilarious.
His team lost that game.
That's hilarious. That's where like I would have paid to see what the coaches were saying in the locker room to that.
But it's good. It's good to see that Hamilton's still giving out the multi-year deals.
I'm just glad that Winnipeg finally splashed in free agency, because it was one of those things where I was like, wow, would it be nice if we did that in the year we were hosting the fucking Grey Cup? But, you know, it is what it is.
You know what, though? When I seen Santos Knox get signed by Winnipeg today, I did not know he played for them before.
I completely forgot about it. I'm not going to lie.
Like, I'm just curious. Santos Knox. And I probably just butchered the first name. Santos Knox. CFL. I want to see, like, because he came. I'll just pull this up. Wikipedia. Oh, so we're talking before I was a season ticket holder. In 17-18. It's funny because he played for Edmonton without playing a game. Oh, sorry. He played 3 regular season games for the Eskimos back in 2019. I don't even remember him playing 3 games for Edmonton back in 2019. And then he played for Hamilton for 2 years, played for Ottawa. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, did he not sign? Oh, no, he only signed a 1 year. So now he needs to play 2 years in Winnipeg before he can leave again.
We need another signing. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Brandon goes, Saskatchewan needs to sign a Canadian quarterback in the draft that's coming to the Combine because Jack Cohen is a free agent next year. I mean, if you really want to be realistic, everyone but Tommy Stevens in Saskatchewan is a free agent at the end of this year anyways. So, I mean, my thought is Harris will end up retiring after this year because he'll be 40 next year. And I honestly think he only has like 1 season left in him.
I think he's 40 this year. I think he'd be 41.
No, because he's 39.
Is he?
Oh, he could be 40 this year. And
hold on a second. Wait a minute. Trevor Harris. Give me a minute. Trevor Harris. He is 39. And
okay, when does he turn 40?
He turns 40 in May.
Oh, so May 31st. He will be.
Yeah.
He will be 40.
Well, it's like, well, you know what it is? It's like when it comes to CFL players, like Rick, have you ever been to like Egypt and seen those like pyramids? It's like he's about that old, you know?
Oh, yeah. The one thing that I will say as a joke to all Rider fans, he is still older than Jeremiah Mazzoli. Hopefully he doesn't regress like Jeremiah Mazzoli did, or like McLeod.
Well, hopefully his knee doesn't like self-destruct like Jeremiah Mazzoli.
I mean, Jeremiah Mazzoli has probably had every knee replaced and then a second time.
Jeremiah Mazzoli has gotten his knees so like replaced so much, like he's got like fucking Darth Maul legs. Like
I will
like
say
metal
this.
ones.
It was actually the same leg replaced twice.
Oh, great! Isn't that lovely?
And then you have.
I'll put it this way: when your knee gets so screwed up, you have to go to the auto repair shop instead of the doctor. That's your problem.
Me and Carter have been watching too much Clone Wars and Star Wars. Even McLeod Bethel Thompson, like I don't know how that guy hasn't retired yet.
Well, especially since Bethel Thompson has really regressed.
Oh, he
like
has.
Trevor Harris at least is somewhat still kicking it. Bethel Thompson, the most notable thing Bethel Thompson did was complain about a schedule and how close it was. That was the most notable thing he's done in the last 2 years. To be fair, he had a valid point because there was like 3 players on his team that like their knee exploded that day. So I kind of understood it. But it was one of those things where it's like, I cannot think of a notable thing that he did other than get injured just so James Morgan could fucking start for the Alouettes.
I'm pretty sure.
Or is that Nallis Morgan? I can't. Or no, not Nallis Morgan. That's the linebacker. Whoops, James Morgan.
Wasn't that when he was with? Was that with Montreal or was that when he was with Saskatchewan? Because I can remember.
Are you talking Bethel Thompson?
It wasn't last year. It was either 23 or 24. Saskatchewan lost 3 players in training camp due to ACL tears. But and everyone's just like, we just need to put these people in bubble wraps.
But wasn't Bethel Thompson with Edmonton at that time? So that's probably not what he was talking about.
He was with Edmonton when his knee went out.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is either 23 or 22, 23, 24. Saskatchewan had 3 players in their training camp go down with ACL tears.
Was he?
Or no, sorry, it wasn't ACL. It was Achilles.
Hold on a second.
Achilles injuries.
When was he with Saskatchewan?
No, I'm not saying him being with Saskatchewan. I'm just saying in general.
Okay, sorry. It sounded like you were saying that Bethel Thompson was a Saskatchewan. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
It was. Now that I think about it.
You're getting like research studies.
Well, what I mean, what else?
Maybe start with the team name, Saskatchewan Roughriders.
I don't know why this is in French.
Ho, ho, ho. Rick, you gotta learn French.
Or it's probably
I'll start the video and I'll just get sacre bleu. These Thai cats. Huh.
And sort of back to what Brandon said, I would have agreed with his point, except for the fact that the QB class in the draft this year isn't good at all.
Is not.
So
To be
no, it's
honest,
not.
that's where my knowledge is more limited in the sense that I'm not
The
as familiar with the draft class and how good or not good
the
they are.
the top Canadian QB in this year's draft is Christian Veilleux, and he went to Georgia State. And when I say went, I mean he didn't play at all these past couple of years, and so
really.
yeah, he had maybe at most like
The
400
top
yards in a
prospect
season.
didn't play football. Wow, that's not good.
Yeah, it's very much a down year for quarterback, which is why we're lucky that we actually have a good one here.
Didn't
We're still hoping for Elgers, ma.
So actually, here we go. So he went from Penn State for 2 years, barely played there. Went to
yeah.
Pitt, where let's be fair, he did have over 1,000 yards at Pitt, and then I don't know what happened, but he transferred to Georgia State. He was clearly the starter in 2024, where he had over 2,000 yards, 13 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. And then
See,
in 2025, he had 509 passing yards total and 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. And that guy is the current top quarterback in this year's CFL draft
well, I
class.
mean, because you were saying he went from Penn State over to Pittsburgh. I said it's good he went from Penn State to Pittsburgh, unlike Gavin McKenna, who went from Penn State to State Penn.
You know what though? Did Laurier not?
They announced like Gavin McKenna was going to be playing in a game after that. And I'd be like, all right, nobody get into a fight with Gavin McKenna. Didn't know that. Now don't get into a fight unless you want reconstructive facial surgery.
Now that guy that I talked about, he's the top guy right now, but he's also the top guy from the NCAA level in terms of the other QBs that you could think about. Most of them.
Anything from U Sports?
Yeah. So
Who's that guy with Montreal with Carbon?
Oh, I'm just looking that up now. I was actually looking to see. Actually, you know what? Now that I have this here, Montreal. Oh, that's differently. Hold on. I just want to see.
he was with
Is
them this year.
yeah. Is what is Wither? Oh, I'd have to go into Laurier. I thought Withers would have had, but I guess Withers isn't. Oh, it's only his rookie year, so Withers wouldn't be up for the draft yet.
Yeah.
Montreal RES.
His freshman
football.
season.
Yeah, this was his freshman season. I want MLS soccer, you twats. I want Quebec soccer.
It's like the most British shit I've ever heard you say. You twats.
Oh, I could bring out some more British, but yeah.
You could bring out
so we go English so that we can see what we're talking about here. I want football. Football. Not flag football. I want real football, people. Oh my god. Sport. Really? Do they not have... The heck is ultimate?
Ultimate Frisbee.
Oh my Lord.
It's called Ultimate. It's called Ultimate. It actually is. That's like a thing.
Section gender. Oh, see if we can go to male. Maybe we'll be able to find. Oh, here we go. Caravans. College football, please. As you can see, I'm a very tabby person, as I like to have a bunch of tabs. Okay. Football, school, collegiate, South Leagues. Men's basketball, nope. Volleyball, soccer, rugby, swimming, hockey, flag football. Okay, how do you...
Where do we find real football?
No shit. Cadet football Division 1? Okay, like here's... Okay, so here's...
Rick's finding everything he doesn't want to find.
Let's go down here. I'll just click on this. This will tell me. Okay, so we want...
So John,
Gonzalez.
Oh.
Jose Gonzalez was the one that
Gonzalez,
you're thinking of.
Yeah.
How was he? Because I just kind of remember
Is it
seeing that.
isn't Gonzalez
So he
also just a freshman? Though?
I mean, that was only that game. So let's see if I can find statistics. Montreal. Individual statistics. Okay, so for this year, he threw 152 for 228, 2,294 yards, 19 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, for an average of 286.8
But John's
yards
saying
per
that
game.
But John was saying is he a freshman or is he like a senior? Like what are we? Because that's kind of important.
I mean,
does he have stats before this year? That's the
well,
that's the starting.
I wish I could find you, but Montreal always has to make things so difficult.
Come on, Rick, just learn the language.
Shut up.
Learn the language. Oui. I don't know why I did this. This is Italian. It's not French. What the fuck am I doing?
Je suis bon. Oh, oui. Player stats.
Surrender. So, John, do you just watch a shit ton of college, or because you seem pretty knowledgeable in college?
Well, the reason I'm so knowledgeable in college ball is because I am from the U.S.
Oh, yeah. I see. Where in America?
Virginia.
Oh, I see. But yet you watch some CFL.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, should we tell what John's future is going to be? He wants to be a scout, people. Hence why he's going to school to become a scout. So if we want to know anything about players,
you really should say sports scout, because my mind went to Boy Scout the second you said that.
Why would you think we're talking about football here?
No, you know what he could be? You know what he could be like Christian when he comes out the entry wrap. I never understood why Christian did that. He just kind of.
I mean,
no, but scouting would actually be kind of dope. That sounds like fun. I'm in school for construction stuff. Construction managing. Yes, that's right. I want to be paid to yell at people. It's gonna be great.
Listen, and I just get paid to put up with people's bullshit.
Yeah, well,
some days are pretty rough.
No, it really sucks for you because you get paid to put up with people's bullshit, but then we record afterwards, which is you not getting paid to put up with my bullshit. So,
yeah, but you know what though?
Who's the real fool?
In all honesty, I'd rather deal with your bullshit than having to deal with their bullshit for 8 hours. Luckily, I didn't
Hey
say
Rick,
where I work.
my
either.
car doesn't work. You'll be like,
Shut
what's
up.
the problem? It doesn't drive. It doesn't work.
Sounds like a you problem, not a me problem.
Wow, aren't you supposed to help me with this? My car
Buddy, I'm
doesn't
on
work.
holidays this week. I ain't helping
make
with
it make
shit.
it work. My car doesn't work. Make it work, Rick.
Oh, I went to
Me
the
and Rick have
bathroom
had
in
a
my
lot of
car. Can you
spirited-
pay for it, please? Can you pay for my dry cleaning?
No. You took a shit in your car. That's your fault.
Oh, I don't know if that's what it was, but still.
Does that really change anything? Like,
I mean, yeah, if
The
you shit in
underli-
your car instead of urinating, it could be a big difference.
really? Does it? I feel like the underlying stupidity is still present.
Jacob's John's like, what the hell are you talking about?
John's like, we were here to talk about Canadian football, and now we're hearing about this guy's shit. Quite literally, what's going on here? Like, don't worry, Rick. I've been making our thumbnails.
What was I gonna say?
John, you need to start a YouTube channel where you talk massive shit about the players you don't like.
I don't show your face because then they won't know who it is.
Exactly. You can be the anonymous asshole.
It's funny because Brother Taxo was like told me and Corey to enjoy this one. Oh, buddy, don't worry. We'll be starting. So Carter, how long do you think before someone shows up to Hamilton as Luigi and be like, "Let's go, hey me, it's Luigi." Halloween, I'm telling you, it's gonna be Halloween.
No, you can't do that because it's black and gold. You need like Wario. You know what I mean?
No, you just wear a Mario costume with friggin' what is it? Mario costume with just a star. Then you can be a bright star running down the field. Someone just said that they should change the Saskatchewan name back to friggin' Ottawa, or Ottawa back to
Your
Rough
Ottawa
Riders.
name. Yeah, that's right. 2 Rough Riders in the same league.
Lee Max, like, they're always stealing from us. When are they going to become the Hamilton Bomber Cats? Going to win a Grey Cup?
The Hamilton's High Bombers. That's right. No, I was John here earlier when I said the comment I said about what the Ticats do for the Bombers?
No, he wasn't here.
No, I was saying that the Ticats, what the Ticats are like. Have you ever had like that dog come up to you when you're eating food and just like look at you asking for extra?
Like, he signed
That's
the
Hamilton Ticats with the way they sign
Winnipeg.
talent. They're the dog at the side of the table when you're eating food. They're seeing what they can get, you know? What's in it for me?
So I think I found the guy that you were looking for from Montreal. His name is
Jose
his
Gonzalez?
his name is Pepe Gonzalez.
Okay, yeah.
Pepe Gonzalez, that's right. Nope, that's right.
What is he? Is he a freshman? Sophomore?
Let me see. I just translated the page, so
I mean, you could tell by his stats.
I'm just gonna double check.
Because if he's only played 1 year with the team, then he would be a freshman.
That is a freshman, yes, Rick. That's correct. That is the definition of a freshman. This is true.
Let's see.
I'm sorry, Rick. I can't help myself sometimes.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he was a freshman because it said that he was named Canada's rookie. So
Okay, so yeah, so he still has 3 more years to go.
yeah. And then even 3DN said Mexican Canadian QB Pepe Gonzalez produced a sensational rookie RSEQ season with Montreal Carabins. Yeah, so he is still just a freshman.
So
I could be
Dan,
wrong, but I think it's like Rick. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Is it pronounced Carabins or is it Carabin? I think it's just. I don't think that because I was about to say I don't think the S is pronounced because it's French.
So great. So Dan Bell goes from 40.
John's like, I don't fucking know. I'm from Virginia.
So Dan Bell's now 44. Winton McManus gets his 48. Nothing new about Trey Ford though. I guess we'll find out that crap tomorrow.
Terrell Ford goes through all this effort to go and play with his brother just for his brother to get cut after one fucking year.
Because I don't think Jamal Peters is going to give up that number 2 jersey number.
Are we seeing Terrell Ford to Hamilton next year?
You know what, though? It won't be next year. Because he's still signed until 2027. If Trey Ford is starting at 28, you can bet you'll see him in Hamilton. He's like, man, the West teams treat me like shit except for Winnipeg. I need to go play out east. See what my brother tells me so many great things.
I love how they were like, oh yeah, it was either I was going to Hamilton or fucking BC or Montreal. It's like, well, if you ever want to be a starter, Davis Alexander and Nathan Rourke, probably not the teams you want to go to. Like, that's a no-brainer. It's like you go to the team with the oldest fuck quarterback in hopes that he like retires.
Which would have been Saskatchewan.
Yeah, but Saskatchewan was broke. That's different.
Okay.
Like Saskatchewan and what money? I'm sorry, but farming potash isn't as fucking successful as it used to be.
So
there's not enough money.
This wasn't brought up earlier when Brandon asked this question about signing players. You have to remember, Winnipeg is a community-owned money. Community members have to pay money. Where are they going to get the money? It ain't going to be coming out of their behinds. And they're not going to be printing money like
you don't know that. You haven't been in Winnipeg enough to know that it doesn't grow out of our ass.
No, you just have a
tree. You'd be surprised. You see a lot of weird shit in Winnipeg, man. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, I've seen freaking, what was that, 16 game freaking on salad streak? Yeah, I've seen some weird things out in Winnipeg.
Oh, you think that's weird? Brother, you haven't walked through the north end of Winnipeg.
Isn't that the one that you told me not to go in at night?
Yeah. It's like Canada, Detroit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, John's like, ugh. I don't know Winnipeg, but I know Detroit. That's not good.
Well, I've actually been to Detroit many times because.
How is it? Because I've heard about how the ugly parts of Detroit are ugly.
Well, the area around like the sports teams isn't so bad.
That's good.
Yeah, it's like pretty much safe to walk through.
See, Winnipeg just has one bad neighborhood. Just don't go there. You're fine.
The last time I was in Michigan, I went to Flint, which was just boarded up houses and buildings everywhere.
Don't drink the water.
Well,
don't drink the water.
We're talking, I don't even know when the Firebirds came into the league, but we're talking like 1 or 2 years after the Flint Firebirds came into the OHL. I went to Saginaw. That was okay. But, John, have you ever been to like Jersey, like New York area?
Oh, yeah.
That toll that you have to take from Jersey to go to New York just for Times Square freaking sucks.
I learned one thing from going to Jersey. I went to Jersey for Jets game to watch Jets versus Devils. And I've learned one thing about Jersey. A lot of people have mentioned about how New Yorkers can be assholes. New York, you know, the expected amount of asshole. Jersey fucking sucks. The people there suck. I'm sorry. When I went to Jersey, I couldn't meet one person who wasn't an absolute dickhead. Where although actually, you know who was really nice when we saw? Rich had something.
Yeah, Rich says Virginia Tech has one of the best entrance songs in a football game. Enter the Sandman song.
Yeah. Oh, is that they do understand? Oh, that's fire. That's fire.
That's what.
That's great.
Anyways, Carter, you were gonna say?
What was I gonna say?
About Jersey.
Oh, Jersey sucks. I finished my point. My point is that Jersey sucks, and my point is done. That's all I have to say.
Oh no, I was telling
Oh,
John about of how the tolls, the Jersey to New York toll,
Yeah.
$30 just to get on the toll. That's not even driving. That's just to get on.
I remember the one I was gonna say. It's about because we went and then saw Jets versus Islanders, and Islanders get a bad rap because when John Tavares left, they decided that all of their John Tavares jerseys should get thrown over the glass and onto the ice, and they should boo the absolute living piss out of him every time he steps foot there. However, my experience there, they were like incredibly nice. Like they were actually like really like helpful. Like they were like they'd be like, "Oh, are you guys like traveling from Winnipeg?" Yeah, we are. Well, make sure you take this bus and this, you should check out this place. It was like really sweet. We're like, wow, okay, these people are actually pretty chill. So that area was really chill. So that was good.
Yeah, from my experience going down for baseball games, depending on where you go, I've seen like some rough parts of New York. I remember doing like Pittsburgh, Philly, and Queens, New York, all within like one weekend of just going to like 3 different MLB games. It's like I don't mind the US, it just sucks when you have to pay to get on every highway.
Yeah. It does kind of suck, yeah.
Like you're better off just to fly. Just to fly if it's cheap.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really go to New York and New Jersey as much as I do Massachusetts because that's where my mom's side of the family's from. But yeah, the times I've been there, it's certainly an interesting spot.
I've been to New York City twice, I believe. But keep in mind, when I say New York City, I mean New York City. I don't mean like New York, just like New York State, like actually around the state. I mean pretty much just within the confines of New York City and Manhattan and whatnot.
Yeah, I have family that's lived in like the Bronx and all that before,
Oh yeah.
which
My
was unfortunate for them because like a lot of my family, due to being from Massachusetts, are like Red Sox fans. So
oh, that's a rough. Except for 04. 04 must have been real nice for them, eh?
yeah,
The 04 Yankees collapse has got to be like one of the greatest collapses in the history of sports. Like,
So, Carter, I have some news for
the
you.
fact that Mo was the fucking was the closer on that team, and they got where they had to get was ridiculous. Yes, Rick.
So by the looks of it, I don't think the rest of Edmonton signings are going to happen today.
Anything regarding Jake Mayer?
Those will most likely be tomorrow.
Question, John. Have you ever been to Canada?
yes, I have. Yeah,
Where have you been?
I went this past summer and I saw a Cat game.
Yeah. Which one did you go to?
The one against Montreal, sort of
Oh.
at the start of the season, and then we went to. I forget if it was
Probably Toronto.
after that. We definitely went to like Niagara Falls, and then
Yeah.
after
Makes
that we
sense.
went. Then we went to Toronto, and then after that we went to Montreal.
Yeah. Speaking
You
of
have no. Hold on a second. I have to give big props to John here. The amount of times I've heard, I went to Toronto, and I'm like, oh, don't say the second T. Nobody says the second T. Like, it's weird. That's like too official. Ugh.
what, Toronto?
No, that's like no, but that's like how like you know what it is.
Toronto.
That's how people that say Toronto, like people that say Toronto instead of Toronto. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And so it's like you know what it is. That's how like the teleprompter, like a court would like read it off. He went to Toronto.
If you want a
weirdly
nice,
official.
lovely adventure, either go from Sask to Winnipeg or Winnipeg to Sask.
Okay, have you ever like seen a field that's flat? and there's like nothing on it.
No mountains, no
There's
nothing.
nothing. No mountains, no trees, just grass, maybe a little bit of tall grass or some like wheat. That's about fucking it. That's the 6.5 hour drive from Winnipeg to Regina.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's because that's all prairies. It's all farmland. It is prairies farmland, which I will say it's got a pretty sunset. That's about it. There's nothing else there. And when I say there's nothing, there's nothing. It's fuel efficient on your car, not having to fucking go up and down and whatnot. But it's interesting because my family's half from Winnipeg, and then my mom's side of the family is from a place called Thunder Bay, Ontario. It's in it's funny, it's near the US border, but it's technically northern Ontario because Ontario goes way up. And so it's kind of like it's about 8 hours east of Winnipeg, about 6 hours east of Kenora, which is also in northern Ontario. But it's real nice. Headset die?
Someone said it in here.
Headset die?
No, it's been on my ears way too much today that I'm starting to have some
Listen, I don't want to hear that squawk. This has been on my ears for 11 hours.
Yeah.
I'm sure, and I'm surprised that it's not dead yet. Someone said in this article, where the heck is it? Someone said that he was taken, because I'm just answering. He said, I just looked at Wheat Falls. He was lined up for Winnipeg. He is Lawler's spot, so I wonder if he replaces Bridges' replacement if they move him to the other side. Someone told me that in the article.
Oh, Kenny Lawler's getting scratched. I'm kidding.
That he was taking Tim White's spot at that slot back beside Lawler. See if I can. Nope. I want Control F article. Control F. Thank you very much. Okay, so it's not this article then. But someone says that he's moving up. So Rich wants to know, John, why did you pick the Ticats as your team? Please, Rick, don't do it. Do not add it to it.
So he's telling you to shut up.
Oh.
Well, I picked them as my team because I guess at one point I was just randomly watching CFL and it happened to be them on the screen, and I was like, oh well, these uniforms look kind of nice and looks like we're doing pretty well. So I wound up choosing the Tiger Cats.
Well,
now looks like they're doing well. Brother didn't do his research.
Now prior to like going into this and selecting them, I did not know that we had the longest Grey Cup draw event.
There you go.
CFL team.
That's right. Every year when the clocks change and everybody moves from the year 2026 to 2027, the Hamilton Tiger Cats are forever stuck in 1999.
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing is that my favorite NFL team is the Lions. So
then they have the longest.
Well, they've never won a Super Bowl, and so at least Hamilton's actually had success in the past with like the Grey Cup era. But only thing us Lions fans have is going to the NFC Championship twice and losing both of them.
So here's a spot here. It says just a year and a half later, Wheatfall and Lawler become teammates again. The two former Bomber receivers spent a lot of time lining up beside each other in the babbling and weaving Ticats offense. So he will be in Tim White's spot. According to that article, he is going to be in this spot here, which means these two spots here and here are going to be available for some people. Don't know where yet. I'm not a mind reader. That's what camp's for. But I'm sure, and John can agree, we both think that Ticats aren't done signing players. Who? I don't know. Right. He doesn't know. But we both don't think Ticats I mean, I'm sure there's still players to be signed tomorrow and Thursday.
Oh yeah.
Jake
I
Maier
mean-
doesn't have a contract. Yeah. Like,
I
mean,
mean, they
like-
should just get rid of the tampering window and either move it up or just not have tampering to begin with.
just have the tampering window be like 24 hours. That'd be real short.
No, just open free agency beginning of February, the first Sunday in February.
But say I remember Rick when you're like, okay, all this pre-tampering before the tampering window is bullshit.
No kidding, because you can't tell me Ottawa did not have signings done beforehand. There were 11 signings. Like, you can't tell me that they didn't have signings before the signings.
Sure, I can. I just did. They didn't have signings before.
They're tampering before the tampering. So now there's going to be tampering before the tampering before the tampering next year.
Ah, yes, we need more tampering.
I mean, even the NFL has a window where, I mean, I guess technically,
I think
only
it's
the-
you know what I think it is. I think it's to give the opportunity for teams to potentially match it. I mean, obviously, it didn't end up really happening. So I'm not opposed to the idea of a tampering window. It makes total sense. Does it
Right.
need to be like a week or 10 days? That's where you maybe lose me a little.
I
Yeah.
mean, Carter, look how many signings we've seen on the first Sunday. Like, not even 2 or 3 days after was there hardly any signings. It was like that Sunday.
Yeah, that's why I said give it 24 hours. Because look at what you could do in 24 hours.
You can spend your money like a fucking drunken sailor.
yeah. So
Looking at you, Edmonton.
comparing to the CFL, the NFL's tampering window is only like 2 days.
I didn't even know that they had a tampering window.
Well, it's not called that by like the NFL people or by the fans, but it's like a 2-day window where they can enter into contract negotiations with players who will become unrestricted free agents within the 2 days after.
So it's the exact same thing.
Basically,
Except
yeah.
just a different amount of time.
But theirs
yeah.
isn't a week. Theirs is only 2 days.
Yeah.
Yes, their window is much smaller.
And then
I mean, by the way that they're changing rules,
Here
it
in
wouldn't surprise
Canada,
me
we
if
have bigger windows.
it wouldn't surprise me if they change
I
things
guess.
around come next year.
yeah, I mean, I guess that
I
could be
just-
possible.
It's all fun and games till there's going to be all these signings next year. And that there's going to be all this save the 55 on every
God.
signing.
People
They're going to
just
be
need
like,
to get
guess
over
what,
it.
guys? Guess what, guys? We signed Nathan Rourke. And they'll be like, don't care, 55.
People just need to get over
And I
it.
say that as a guy who actually likes the 55. I'm not so attached to it to the point where I can't conceive a good football game without it. I will say it is kind of the one rule change where, like, with all the other ones, whether I agree with them or not, I'm kind of like, yeah, I understand the logic here. Removing the 55, I'm kind of like, I don't even know what that's supposed to do. Like,
No,
I mean, obviously, me being from the U.S., I don't have as much of an attachment to some of those rules, but I feel like as long as they keep like what the basis is for like it
you need the
being a
wide field,
CFL,
you need the 12-man, you need the waggle, you need 3 downs.
like
The waggle and 3 downs for me are the biggest ones.
as long as they don't compromise what nuances like make the CFL different from like every single like other league that's out there, then I mean, if you're changing like this small thing, then I don't really see like too much of a
Yeah. Well, I think
Problem.
the changes in field dimensions is more so because right now, if the CFL wants to play anywhere, it's kind of difficult because a lot of times the CFL field doesn't fit in a lot of stadiums. It's too
Yeah.
big, you know what I mean? And so, for example, the proposed building in Halifax, they've talked about the Wanderers, the Canadian Premier League soccer team, getting a building made there. And so Halifax mayors come out and said, like, listen, like, good idea, but if you're going to build a building, build it big enough that that you could attract a CFL team, because don't just build because Halifax has been interested in potentially getting a team for years. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
always been a maybe not. So what they're saying is, if you're going to build a building, then build one that's big enough, and then you're good. You know what I mean? Don't build one and then have to think about renovating or trying something else. And so the problem is with a Canadian football size field in its current form, the width isn't an issue. That it's that length that really makes it difficult. Because if you even, like, for example, Winnipeg for a while had a team called Valor FC. They just folded actually this year in the Canadian Premier League soccer. Even in like Hamilton, they have the Forge FC. If you ever go to any of those games, you'll notice that the actual nets are quite far in, because the soccer field is not nearly as long. And so if you're building a venue for soccer, or you're building a venue with a soccer team in mind, and you think Canadian football in its current form, that's not a small adjustment. That's a pretty substantial, that's a whole row of seats now extending that you're adding in, like a whole section, if you add both ends, you know what I mean? So I guess maybe that's the idea. Fuck, maybe Montreal just needs to move out of McGill. McGill sucks. Once they're done with the renovations to Olympic Stadium, I think they need to try to move back. It'll be fully indoors, but be better than playing in a 100-year-old dump that's never been renovated. Because McGill's broke. McGill University has no money. They can't afford it. They can barely afford to even change the turf. The only reason they're doing it is because they legally have to. Like,
I mean, true.
Because you have to do tests on your turf to see if it has like if it's like soft enough, because over time it stiffens, and it is way too stiff.
You know, John Hodge and them are done with posting stuff on their live thing when John Hodge is tweeting about curling.
Hey, don't diss curling.
Listen, John Hodge, you're still not done with us until we find that salary for.
Bro's like, get back to work.
I want to see that Greg Ballas salary number.
Is curling a big thing up there, or is it just a big thing for John Hodge?
Oh no, if you were on with Nick earlier, like, Nick is the biggest curler that I know of.
No, curling's actually kind of a big deal here. Like, it's not like crazy, like huge, but I will say, especially like actually, because like I'm from Winnipeg, I you know, that's where I live. Curling in Manitoba is actually pretty big, and actually that's the interesting thing, is that right now Canada's not doing that great in curling in the Olympics, but it's actually, I don't think it's because Canada's bad at curling. Canada's fucking fantastic at curling. The Scotties and the Brier are still two of the best tournaments in curling every year. Which are the men's and women's tournaments every year in Canada. The big reason is Canada selects their curling teams a lot differently than a lot of other places. So, for example, you know how usually you select your Olympic teams for most things? Usually you pick an all-star selection of the best players, right?
Right.
That's kind of the usual thing. Curling in Canada, not how they do it. They do a tournament where the winning team of that tournament goes. So your skip, your last player, is like the elite all-star player, but then their lead and their second and their third are kind of just whoever's on that team, which they're not bad curlers. They're good. They're just not the absolute pinnacle best of the best. And so that's where I think I understand why they do it. They do it because of there's so much talent to choose from that they want to kind of spread out, kind of give anyone has a chance to become Team Canada sort of thing. But because of that, it also means that Team Canada is kind of hindered because of that, because you don't have the star-studded all-star selection. So, but it is what it is. I just like them. It's unfortunate. Mixed doubles, they fucking sucked. They stank.
I don't even know how you could play mixed doubles.
What do you mean? You have a guy, you have a man and a woman.
But what I'm saying
and they play
is,
curling.
Obviously, you have to have someone to tell you where to aim the rock. Then you have two sweepers, and then the one that throws the rock. Like, do you have people a different throw?
Do you want to know what usually happens?
What?
So usually what happens, the person goes and they slide and they throw the rock, and the person at the end is kind of like set up roughly where showing the aiming
Where to
thing.
throw it? Where to,
Once
yeah.
once the person throwing the rock lets go, that person hustles down to then go sweep, and the person on the ground gets up, and they're both, you know what I mean? Like you kind of have to multitask. And so that's kind of the brilliance of mixed doubles, is that it's kind of somewhat kind of chaotic, you know what I mean, by nature.
I didn't even know that there was any such thing as mixed doubles.
Yep. Actually, a lot of couples do it. The one thing I will say that's really interesting about curling is probably one of the very few sports I can think of where there's kind of no need for a men's and women's division because they're actually equal skill level. Like I will say, like if I'm thinking like best curlers of all time, might be Jennifer Jones. Like just period. Men, women, she's probably the best. Like Jennifer Jones in her prime is fucking ridiculous.
Didn't she retire though?
She did retire. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, but it was like how old was she when she retired? Like
maybe that's why our women's curling team doesn't do that well.
Jennifer Jones retired at 50.
And she's 51 right now, I saw.
She's 51 now. Yeah, she retired at 50. She
Carter,
retired last year.
You remember how we were talking about women's hockey for tomorrow morning?
Yes.
There's always women's half pipe qualifying at 4:20 in the morning.
See, I think I would rather eat sawdust and then be up that early. Like Rick, see, that would be a good idea if it didn't sound utterly terrible. Like
I honestly,
John, you're gonna be up at 4 in the morning to watch that.
Nothing against these about the women that do these sports. It's just like,
oh, it's just the time of day. It's just because they're doing it in Italy, and so the times for North America fucking suck.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what needs to happen? You know what they need to do? You know who needs to host the Olympics?
Canada.
Well, more specifically, we need Calgary to host the Olympics because that's the only way they're gonna get a new fucking stadium made for the Stampeders. They need all that Olympic money. They need all that Olympic money to fucking tear down a McMahon Stadium and build something that's not shit. You know?
Hey, I mean,
I will say, McMahon Stadium.
If they can do it in 89, 90, I'm sure we can do it again.
I will say McMahon Stadium for his time is incredible. I will say, as someone who is in engineering and construction, like as my field, the fact that they built a 28,000 seat stadium in 100 days is fucking nuts.
I mean, you'd be surprised at what you can do in
like I know
days.
the Saudis can do that, but that's because they use like slave labor. I'm talking about like actually like in like a like you know what I mean? Like I'm talking like with actual standards, you know what I mean? In a country that actually has standards regarding that shit. Like that's impressive.
Carter, Rich says his season seats have changed because the players.
Is he talking Argos or Ticats?
He doesn't have seasons in Hamilton. He has seasons in Toronto.
I'm sorry, Rich.
So, just so
I can't relate. In Winnipeg, ours are the same.
Just so that you can just picture it, Carter. Rich's seats were like the club seats that like literally like the closest
I know what you're talking
stadium
about.
That had like the free food and everything, but now they have the player bench.
That's where you're like, actually, I'm not going to move. If you're going to move the bench here, then I'll sit on the bench with them.
I mean, at this point, I don't think Rich would care if he was sitting on the bench with the away team because he had just.
I think they would care.
Shit, anyways.
I think they would care.
I mean, I think most Argo fans would care if they were sitting on the bench with the Ticat player.
Fucking Scott Milanovic would go over and be like, "Who the fuck is this guy? I didn't fucking sign him." Like,
coach, he's our backup kicker in case friggin'.
Yes, he's our 16th string long snapper.
Coach, I seen him kicking at the high school the other day. You should see how really good he is. And then you go and
You'd be surprised how many
kicks it and it just goes up.
Yes. He specializes in what we call on the ground kicks, also known as they don't fucking leave the ground.
No. I honestly don't think that there's any more sightings tonight, my friends.
Ugh. I mean, I was told by a good source that it would probably be today and tomorrow where the
but usually if they're done signing people by now, it's usually going to be tomorrow. Now, I'm going to be pissed if I'm at the autograph signing tomorrow and there's a signing that happens. It best be happening before 4 p.m. my time. So I'm gonna be livid if I get there and be like, "What the hell? Why are we signing players?" Or there's gonna be a mystery person showing up tomorrow.
You know what's gonna be great? You're gonna have a guy that gets signed, and this guy's gonna be like, "Oh my god, I'm getting a CFL contract. This is awesome. Let me go on Twitter and see what people think." Then you just see fucking Rick's tweet being like, "This is fucking bullshit. I was at an autograph signing and this twit signs." Like, wow.
So John, I'm gonna have to send you a video later on. Carter, I think Carter's seen it. I don't want to show it on screen. About the one with me a couple of years ago in Hamilton. Connor always likes to bring it up, so
this is the one of you at the tunnel, right?
With me yelling with my banana coat on. Yeah, that's gonna be me in Winnipeg this year. Yelling at Tony Kendall. Listen, bud, enjoy the.
Are you coming to Winnipeg this year?
I don't know. Might. We'll see.
Honestly, I'm still kind of thinking about which game I'm gonna attend this year.
Rich says no. I'm too fucking old. I like my perks and I still have food.
You know what you can do, John? You can go see a Lions game and get fucking like as high as you can possibly think in BC. That's what they do over in BC, man.
What, get high at Lions games?
Oh, they get so high, man. Why do you think they got fucking Snoop for a home opener? My point exactly.
I mean, we had their
Snoop wasn't even the highest guy in that fucking building. What'd you say?
I think we had the Arkells last year, if I'm not mistaken. I forget who we had last year.
This year. Trues was good.
That's a big thing now, John. I don't know if you've noticed, but teams like to have bands play at their home opener.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking fire. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually awesome. BC kind of started the trend, and now it's like no team's doing it as big as BC. BC got freaking One Republic. Then they've had Snoop. They've had 50
LL
Cent.
Cool J.
They had LL Cool J?
Or no, not LL Cool J.
What?
Oh, what the heck? Yeah, LL Cool J. Yeah, they had LL Cool J last year, the year before.
Well, because last year they had either Snoop or 50, and then the year before they had Snoop or 50. I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure last year they may have had 50.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, it was June. In 23, LL Cool J performed.
Okay, so 2025 was Snoop.
Yeah.
2024 was 50.
Really?
2023
was LL Cool J.
Was it maybe 2022 then?
Because June 17th,
One Republic was 2022. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
And we don't know what it's going to be this year for BC.
I'm sure they're going to announce it this offseason. Oh, no, they can't. Because World Cup.
World Cup, yeah. Well, maybe they'll make up for that later in the year. Who knows?
Well, I mean, I'm sure they'll have it like at their home opener and not their non-home opener. Like where they have like their home opener of the season, but not really the home opener.
See, the what Winnipeg needs to do, they need to get BTO, Bachman Turner Overdrive. What is that?
It's a hat for the World Baseball Classic.
Oh, nice.
It's the Italy hat.
Yeah, Team Italy. Let's go.
Nice.
Rich says that the Argos have super dogs at halftime most games.
Oh, like where they like run around through the little tubes and shit.
Yeah, I
Kind of,
guess.
I think.
So like Airbud, but live.
Carter, just for you, we'll
It's
bring
like
on
Airbud.
we'll bring on Marilyn Manson.
Fucking have Maryland. That has been crazy. I was about to say, Super Dogs like halftime at Argos games. That's like, you know what that is? That's Airbud without Harvey Weinstein. If you take him out of it and you
So-
just have it, because
so
he produced.
not-
Yeah, we forget that he produced that movie. Yeah, that was one of them.
So Toronto will either have the Caribbean dancers at Caribbean Night. They will have. I don't know if they do like Tim Hortons, like the small kids. Trying to think what else that they've done. They do the dog show. To be honest, I really don't pay attention to the halftime show. I'm usually in the end zone, just shooting the shit with people.
Yeah.
And then I usually stand in the end zone on the concourse to watch the second half of the game. I normally don't sit.
Holy
back
shit!
in the
I just
seat.
realized something, John. When you took your hat off, and like I'm like looking at you with the glasses. You know what you look like, and I mean this in a compliment. I
Uh-oh.
promise I do. Have you ever seen Despicable Me?
Oh my god. I can't tell you how many people back in school have like called me that.
I mean that in the biggest compliment. Vector's
No,
fucking
I
awesome.
know. I get
Vector
it.
is
Hey.
fucking S tier villain. Okay.
That's okay. You know what people question me for?
I'm so sorry. I saw you take the hat off and I saw it. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, oh my
See
god.
if I can hunt it down in my photos.
And I'm like, I know he's heard it before. There's no way he hasn't heard it before. He's definitely heard it before. But I couldn't shake that thought. I saw it and I was like, there it is.
Where is it?
Oh,
I
yeah.
know I have it. I know I have it.
Oh
I know I
yeah.
have
Oh yeah.
Where is the photo?
Name a more fun villain, seriously. Like he's the fucking best. Like he's such a memorable villain. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
God, you know what I was looking at the other day that like movies like from when I was growing up that I forgot like how much fun they were. Those fucking Madagascar movies. I forgot how fun they were. All the adult jokes in them because I was watching it now and I'm like, oh my god, like what? I missed that as a kid. Did not notice that.
Man, I didn't think it was back this far.
Let's check out the fan threads here. Fan forum.
Oh, well, I did get a picture of Dave Naylor. I didn't think I did this year. It's my twin from the CFL. Yes, I have a twin.
Wait,
Uh,
people think that you look like Dave Naylor?
No. There's actually a guy that works the sidelines, usually in Toronto. I'm just trying to find the photo. That if you look at him from a faraway distance, I'd look like this guy could be my long lost brother. Or so I've been told. Okay, I found it.
So you
Okay.
don't look nothing about Dave like me.
This guy here,
Oh
On.
yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing
people
it.
say I could be his long lost brother. He does the flags for the CFL games on the sidelines. Everyone's like, "Oh, hey, look, there's Rick on the sidelines running up and down the field." But what did Corey tell me?
I don't know what the hell I look like. That doesn't look like me.
I get him on ball because he's alive. Oh yeah, that's another point that Corey brought up. He says Michael always probably get lowballed because of his liability with his temper.
Wait, Corey, who?
He's a buddy of
Sorry.
mine that's a season ticket holder for.
Wait, Micah Awe is not getting a contract because he's a liability with his temper. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what he was suggesting. I mean, he's not
can I just say the
Yeah.
thing I find funny? I know it hasn't been announced yet, but isn't it most likely that Jordan Murray's going to Edmonton? Like, I'm sorry, if we're gonna get into temper where the play ends in the East Final and he keeps pushing the guy for another like fucking kilometer and then lets go of him, then takes his helmet off, fucking throws it on the ground out of being upset by, I don't know, that the ref didn't let him go after the whistle. So he took like a good 8-yard gain and turned it into a minus 15.
Also remember that Chad Kelly is a quarterback in this league, and wow.
Yeah, I don't want to hear shit about reputation. I'm sorry, Demario Houston got a contract today, and we're saying Micah always a fucking problem. Like,
so the only reason why people are saying about Micah always because he tackles high. I'm not saying I met the guy. I've never said anything bad about him. But
I mean, so does CJ Rivas, and he got a contract today.
I mean,
I remember when last year CJ Rivas fucking smoked Zach Calera straight in the helmet. Like,
I mean, there's one player out there that has not gone a contract, and he's not even in the CFL anymore.
Are you talking Garrett Marino?
Yes,
Oh
I
yeah,
am.
him.
Well, that's because Garrett Marino doesn't go through your head. He
knows
goes,
who that was.
No, it's
Garrett
it's because
Marino,
it's because he finds Jeremiah Mazzoli in whatever crutches he can and goes after his knee. That's different though, because that's like straight up intent to injure. And then he goes on social media and he's like, I didn't do anything wrong today. This was a good football play. You know, the one where I like absolutely took a fucking cheap shot.
As of last season, Garrett Marino was a football player for the Michigan Panthers.
Shut up.
Yeah, he played 2 seasons with them. So maybe
that's why the team folded.
Me being a fan of most Michigan sports teams, of course, I had to watch him a little bit. So
maybe that's why the team folded.
Says in 2023 he played nine games with 9 starts and 2.5 sacks.
So it makes me wonder.
What was this kill count?
After what Trevor Reed said about the UFL, I wonder if players are going down there because they can't get a contract in the CFL.
There's only so much room.
But you're trying to tell me Derek Parrish couldn't get a contract in the CFL? Like, come on.
To be fair, it may not be that he couldn't get a contract in the CFL. It may have been that he didn't want to sit around waiting, and the team in the UFL offered him immediately.
Also, DC is the defending champions of that league, so maybe he wanted to go there.
The Defenders are the defending champions.
Yeah,
nothing like the snake cups in the end zone in the crowd.
Yeah,
those snake cups.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of fire. I kind of miss when they did that at Bomber games more.
Due to being from Virginia, I'm also a fan of them too. So, but.
And Terry
God, I remember the original Roughnecks branding. Oh, what a downgrade. Houston Gamblers. That's a fucking stupid name.
Wait, and then
the XFL Roughnecks. I'm sorry, that branding was just.
And the Gamblers also signed a quarterback who had been suspended from his college football team for gambling.
Maybe that's why they call it the Gamblers.
It's like one of the most funny things ever.
What was I gonna say? Fun fact, John. I don't know if you know this. I know Carter will remind you. Did you know that Scott Milanovich was the first ever XFL draft pick
in the 2001 XFL? The LA Extreme.
If you have time,
overall pick in Vincent Kennedy McMahon's
do they even
XFL.
Have? I'm curious. I want to see if they even. I'm not gonna play it.
He was the backup quarterback for the LA Extreme's $1 million game win.
No, not NFL. I want
the most gimmicky fucking football you'll ever see.
I want to see.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god, they actually have.
that's the
Oh, that's
modern
from 2
one.
years ago. Come on.
That's
No,
that's
6 years ago.
That's the
2020.
new one. Yeah.
No, you search 2021. You have to do 2001.
Sorry, yeah, 2001.
Yeah.
Oh, they do have it here.
Yeah, they do. Search up. You know what you got to do? Wait, back up. Search up the intro for the league. Like, just search up XFL intro and just watch it so you can see how early 2000s it is.
Opening
Right,
day on-field intro, or this one here.
Just do the first one. Just do the first one. The one that's 26 seconds.
Okay.
Like, they literally
Like,
had
look-
you like fight for the ball to start
Yes,
the
the
game.
scramble.
It's crazy.
Look at how like early 2000s this is. It's like attitude era, like WWF turns football.
Like, I just want to see. I'm pretty sure. Where was it?
Oh yeah,
Dwayne
there's the Rock's. There's the Rock's promo. Oh yeah, let's take a look at this.
Help YouTube by answering one question.
Smell what the Rock is cooking.
Well, that's gonna get
Rock says
copyrighted.
he's all psyched about the XFL. Oh, wait a minute. The Rock isn't psyched. He's pumped about the XFL. No. The Rock isn't pumped. The Rock is geeked about the XFL. Yeah, that's it. The Rock is geeked. Oh, wait a minute. The Rock was geeked last week, so The Rock can't be geeked now. The Rock is more than that. The Rock is about the XFL. As a matter of fact, The Rock, just like everybody else in America, we're all
That is not stupid. That is incredible. That is amazing. That is
Oh, and look,
peak
there's
American television. You guys haven't been at it since then. That was the peak. That was the pinnacle of American
and
TV.
and actually, The Rock does have a connection to the CFL because he
Stamp
he's with the
Peters.
Stamps.
Oh, here we go. This is
Yeah, you know.
in the past.
Yeah, we don't care about the past.
Yeah,
I just want to see.
yeah. No, wait, one second. Oh, nope, you had it there. Click right there. Nope, you had it. Yeah,
Oh,
just
it's
leave it
coming up.
there. Just leave it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to
You
turn
can
off the
see-
volume just for copyright
That's-
reasons.
Yeah, the New York,
the
New
Hitmen
Jersey
and-
Hitmen, the Vegas Outlaws.
Oh God. I just want to.
But remember, they have
I can't
nicknames on the
remember
back of their
what-
jerseys.
We're talking 25
Like
years.
Rod Smart, he hate me.
Oh yeah.
I should go back
And
and
look-
watch some of these.
Oh yeah,
And
here it
actually-
is. Here it is. Here it is.
Ready? Set. On your mark.
Ref's like, you're gonna fucking tear your Achilles on this play, all right?
This guy's going for a full streak.
Like, look at this. It's the most dangerous shit. Keep in mind, this is in place of the coin toss.
Yeah, that seems
Brother
pretty
won the
ill-advised.
coin toss and is like, yes. It's the most unnecessary bullshit I've ever seen.
And
I'm not gonna
actually,
like
the,
big time. Like, why is it say that? It's fucking-
the
I don't even know what you would do if you pulled your hammy trying to freaking run for the ball. It's like, okay, I pulled my.
They
Achilles just
drag
for
your
running
corpse
for-
off the field. That's what they do.
Oh my lord!
The GM for the Las Vegas Outlaws that year actually has a connection to the CFL as well. It was Bobby Ackles.
See, you know what we need? Everybody talked about how we need Roman Reigns versus The Rock, but what we actually need is Edmonton Eskimos Roman Reigns versus Calgary Stampeders Dwayne The Rock Johnson. With a special guest appearance from Minnesota Vikings Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, it isn't his son like a pretty good hockey player or something?
No, Brock
Brett-
Lesnar's son plays
Brock
NCAA football.
Oh, I think that's what it was.
And his daughter is like really fucking good at shot put. Like his daughter literally just looks like Brock Lesnar with a wig.
Oh no,
Um,
actually, both of his sons, at least the ones that actually no, all of his sons play
Brock
ice hockey.
Lesnar.
All of All of Brock Lesnar's sons play ice hockey.
Well, yeah, because he lives in Saskatoon.
Yeah. He is
Yeah, the only guy like Brock Lesnar would move to Saskatchewan. Like,
It's like some weird college. And he doesn't even go by Lesnar either. He goes by something else. Is not his daughter there?
yeah, that's his daughter. That just looks like Brock Lesnar with a wig.
Well, his son Duke was selected by Medicine Hat in the WHL prospects draft in 2025.
Like, you know, like God, you want to know what's scary? You know how like there's like the very, very like cliche when a guy has a girlfriend and he goes to her house to meet her dad and gets that like first like talk, being like, you better like take care of my daughter. Imagine that, but it's Brock Lesnar. Oh fuck. Like,
I
brother,
wouldn't
you
even
better
know
not
what
screw
to
up.
do.
You better not screw up because you know he's taking you to Suplex City if you fuck up. What happened to you? I got F5 by my father-in-law.
Carter, have you not seen that commercial? What insurance company is it? Is it Allstate? Where the kid shows up to his girlfriend's parents' house. They're all North Carolina fans, and he shows up in a Duke shirt. The mom just closes the door and shuts the blinds. Like, oh, I should have known before I went to my girlfriend's house that. Oh, what the heck is this? Something. Son, it's gonna bother me until I find this place. NCAA football. Is it Luke that played?
Oh. No, it says that Luke is trying to go into the WWE.
No, there's some. I know one of his kids played. It was a senior in NCAA football this past year. I just can't remember.
Okay, one thing I gotta say, I'm seeing this right now. The KHL, the Continental Hockey League, their league that they have over in Russia, they for their All-Star Game skills competition, they added a new event this year, and I think the NHL needs to implement it. You know what it is, Rick? So they added
stupid.
It's the hardest shot challenge, but it's only goaltenders.
Oh my lord!
So it's a goalie skating up and taking a fucking clapper. Rick, I'm sorry, but this is television that I would watch. Look at this shit. Look at that fucking tender.
That's almost like friggin' what is it? The dumb shit they did in what the heck is that hockey movie?
Mighty Ducks.
Nope. We're talking like 70s.
Slapshot?
Yes, but the third one. Have you ever seen Slapshot 3?
I have. It's been a long time though.
Have you seen it, John?
No.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Go
you gotta
watch
see
the trailer. It's
Slapshot,
the
man. The fucking
dumbest-
Hansons.
It's the most
Escape by the bench.
That movie is the most jokeable movie I've ever seen in my life.
Slapshot's fucking awesome.
Yeah, 1 and 2, but not friggin' 3.
It's been so long, I'd have to see it again.
And here's another one. It's just like Tariq McAllister. I remember him having a good season with Hamilton in 23, and then he went to the Raiders and then didn't play 25. Now he's with the Columbus Aviators.
Aviators?
Like, everyone just thinks, oh, I can play this league to get into the NFL. Good luck trying to get into the league, because it ain't happening, my friend. Here you go, Carter. Dean says they'll have a tiger in a cage at halftime, a live tiger in a cage for a CFL halftime show.
That I feel like that violates some law somewhere. Like I feel like there's something illegal about that.
I mean, Louisiana State University has a live tiger that goes to their games, and
I
he's
feel like
always
they
got
don't have the
pictures.
same environmental laws down in Louisiana that they have here in Canada. I'm gonna be honest.
Probably not.
I feel
mean, you-
I feel like the animal rights protection unions are probably stronger in Canada than they are in Louisiana. For some reason, I feel like you could ride a tiger in Louisiana and no one would think anything of it. I'd be like, he's just
I
out for
mean,
his morning walk.
also, one of their bigger cities down there, New Orleans, is one of the most crazy
Also-
places that you can go
Well,
to.
also Louisiana State University, they just had that. Who was that fucking coach? And all the Ole Miss fans wanted to like piss on his grave when he died.
Lane
And
Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin, yes, Lane Kiffin. Partway through the season, transfers from Ole Miss to LSU. So they show up to this motherfucker's private jet and are fucking hounding him. You son of a bitch, you motherfucker, you fucking traitor, you bitch, you know. And brother just didn't give a fuck. Got in the plane, and flew away, and flew to Louisiana.
He left prior to the college football playoff and then left for LSU.
Like mid-season. That's crazy. I didn't know you could do that. Like, hey, when Chris Jones went and coached over in Hamilton, it was fine because his ass got fired. Because Edmonton decided that they wanted to start winning games, so they decided that he was no longer needed. And then he went and he tried to do stuff over in Hamilton. Wasn't too bad as a defensive coordinator. And then he went down to go coach with Bill Belichick, and that went about as well as it went, which is not what Bill Belichick was probably hoping for. I feel like probably college football in the US is probably the hardest thing to coach.
So Chris Jones actually has a new job now. He's with Louisiana Monroe as their safeties and pass game coordinator.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Bro went from head coach of a pro league down to not even fucking defensive coordinator.
That's
Probably
actually
making okay
so
money,
bad. It's actually so bad.
Actually, okay, let's be straight.
You're like,
here.
sir, we will pay you $14 an hour and give you a hot dog at the end of every game.
Let's be honest. He went from Edmonton to getting paid for free by Hamilton. Now we're doing the same thing with Bob Dice. We just like to have free labor in our town.
Free labor. Do you know what that sounds like, Rick? I'd be real careful about being proud of that.
No, I know what
Do you know what free labor sounds like?
Yeah, when other people pay us salary and we don't have to pay a single thing. That's what I classify as free labor. Because other teams are still paying his contract.
I mean,
make sure to be clear about that.
I mean, down here we've had a history of free labor. I don't know about up there.
Dean says, "What do you guys think of Hamilton's day one moves?"
Pretty good overall, I'd say.
Well, they didn't move too much. They stayed in Hamilton. I know.
The Hamilton Blue Cats.
Blue Cat.
Blue Cats.
Tie Bomber.
Can't say Blue Bombers or Blue Cats.
Tie Bomber sounds way better. Don't say Blue Cats. Blue Cats just sounds like you have a cat that has a terrible, like, nasty fucking infection, and you need to get it checked out. like that just sounds like you have a cat that you don't take care of. Okay, just say Tie Bombers, and then we know what you're talking about.
True.
Fucking Blue Cats.
I could say something right now, but I'm not.
Fucking Blue Cats. So
I think Trey Ford will get more of a playbook than what Taylor Powell did. Wheatfall will have a better year. I'm sure Middlemost will have more than 34 yards. That's for damn sure.
I'm probably gonna get going in a minute or two here. I think I'm probably gonna go have some supper.
Okay, you go do that, my friend, and I'm sure we'll meet up at our usual time, midnight, to record some videos.
Take care, folks. Nice talking to you guys.
See ya. See ya. So Dean says he's still concerned about our secondary. I mean, I'm sure we're still nervous for our secondary, but I mean, we don't get paid the big bucks to make the dumbass decisions. But I do think that we do sign someone tomorrow. Who it is, I have no idea. I don't think we're done.
Yeah. No, I definitely don't think that we're done either.
If we are going to sign someone, it will be, I think, defensive line, weak side linebacker, or corner, because I can't see us doing 2 rookies in the secondary. So it'll either be a halfback or corner, weak side linebacker, unless they're comfortable with Fisher and Hill at the weak side linebacker spot. I don't have faith in Kendricks and Fox, even though Fox is only at 90,000 on salary. Seems so long ago that was a bargain last year. Offensive line, I'm okay with. I still say we might sign another receiver because I don't think Turnowski is a starter. Middlemost, I don't think he's going to be starting. So I could see a slot back, defensive line, maybe a middle linebacker, and a secondary. So possibly 2 to 3 more players. But I mean, that's just me. I can't. Who's all left in secondary? Give me 1 second. Let me go down to our secondary. And let me scroll up. So this is all that's left in the secondary. There's really, I mean, Cianti Evans, he was on our team a few years ago. Lawson Jr., no thanks. There really isn't a hell of a whole lot, to say the least, which makes me think that Tyler Richards, Jamal Parker, Darius Bratton, or DeAndre Lamont. Maybe Ronald Kent Jr. Those would probably be the ones if we're going to bring in anyone to bring in. Other than that, I can't see us bringing in anyone for secondary. And maybe that's why they're set on White at the halfback position. Honestly, I would even say put Pennebaker at the halfback and White at the corner, because at least Pennebaker still has somewhat CFL experience, and same with White. Whereas Hayes, Doler, and Ford Dumont don't have any CFL experience whatsoever. Or the other option you could do is bring in Avery and see if he can play Sam linebacker, move Stubblefield back to secondary, and have Stubblefield start at Sam linebacker, or have Avery start at Sam linebacker if he is enough to play. Because or have friggin' Michael Otway sign as a weak side linebacker and move Stubblefield to the secondary. And then just have someone else have a rookie play the weak side linebacker. That would honestly be my best. Is because you'd have McManus and you'd have Michael Otway. Then just have some rookie secondary play weak side linebacker or Sam linebacker, because you already have a leader in McManus standing beside you to help you with it. And then move Stubblefield to secondary, and there's your secondary.
And I mean, don't count out making some moves in the draft too at some of these positions.
Oh, I'm sure they'll bring like a draft pick, but I mean, so we have all of our picks. I mean, don't forget, closer to the draft, you can trade draft picks too. So I mean, it honestly would not surprise me if Ticats maybe traded like a third and a fourth or something for like rights to a player or their contract. Like, don't give up first. Because I remember the one year, what was it? It was the Matthew Peterson trade. Oh, that was he was traded. Selected. Okay, so he was traded with the second overall pick in 2025.
Global draft, yeah.
Yeah, in the global draft, and the 39th pick, which was the second round. 39th was the fifth round. To Winnipeg for Kyle Sampson, 8th round pick in the global draft, and a fourth, right? Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure you could do something like that. Swap draft picks, like different rounds. Move up in a round move down in a round to move up in another round for another team, and get like a player that may not be your starter, but maybe like your second or third string corner that may have CFL experience. I mean, there's that.
Yeah. There are also a lot of good defensive backs in the draft as well.
I have him twice. Oh, I do have him twice.
Oh yeah.
No, I'll keep him over there, and I'll actually put Diana, move Hall over here. Let's fix this. Come on. Don't mess with me here. That's what I want. And we want this. And we can grab this and pick. You know what? I don't know. It's 2 hours and 54 minutes. There's not any news. I might just call it a night.
Okay.
Because, I mean, what else is there to talk about? There really isn't. There hasn't been a signing since 5:30. So we will end things there. To appreciate everyone for stopping by and watching today's live stream. Special thanks to John joining us, Carter, and Nick earlier today, filling in the nonsense of dead air with interesting stories. I'm sure John will join us in the future for a draft, since that's his bread and butter.
Yeah.
But yeah, appreciate everyone for stopping by. As we have now done, between this video and last video, we've done almost 13 hours of live streaming. So again, everyone, thanks for stopping by. This is Rick at Hampton Sports Central, and have yourself a great rest of your evening.